Let's get it. Let's get it back on track. Are we good? Oh, let's go. Oh my dad. Yeah. All right, chat. Yeah. Welcome to the Juice and Pop Show. Listen, I got a little bit of news for y'all. I don't got nothing too crazy, but I got something decent for y'all. You know, nothing too crazy. I got a little bit decent. I may end up standing up, honestly. We're gonna talk about a little bit of football news. We're gonna talk about some music. We're gonna talk about some hockey. We're gonna get to it. But in the meantime, you know, let a couple of people get in here. If anybody's gonna get in here right now, probably not. So we more than likely just gonna start the podcast and just get it rocking. So let me tab it open on my phone, play this song, and let's rock out. Alright, let me make some tags on the video real quick, chat, so we can get a couple of people in here. Going all out when it's about that bread and butter. Hey, I appreciate whoever just dropped a like on the stream. You a goat for that. I appreciate you. Going all out when it's about that bread and butter. You a goat for that, and that's on Mimi. I'm a real hunter. Oh, I gotta sign into my other YouTube account. Switch, sign into the podcast, so I can edit these tags. Edit video. Was only with me cause I had dollars. Hey, always stay solid. And always stay. Never changed on them. All right, let me throw some tags on here. You know me, I ain't watch my back. You think we ain't got smack? Stand up. Tell you to go. Alright, we just throw a couple tags on there. I really don't got shit on here. Prepare for it, yeah. Nick J though. Let's see how it go. Ain't with all the talking, it's the last time I'ma say, yeah. Pop in these meds. It's the way the devil dance. Okay, chat. We about to get there. Let's go. Understand, yeah. Going all out when it's about that bread and butter. The kill for clout, done put that on my brother, yeah. Yo, Gunna's label. Do not give me no copyright on my podcast. I'm singing the lyrics. It's technically considered a cover. Because gonna be turning up, y'all. I'm not hating on the artist. Sometimes I be hating on decision making, y'all. Change the lyrics at the end for y'all, just so you know, there's no copyright issues. Shout out to the label. Shout out to Gunna. Shout out to the song that I was rapping a little bit of lyrics of. I'm gonna play one more song. Let's play this Churchill Downs featuring Jack Harlow and Drake. It's just gonna be in my ear, YouTube. I'm gonna rap a little bit of the lyrics, but I'm using it as a cover during the podcast at best, or at most, whatever is the proper grammar. All right, I got some notes for y'all. I'm gonna get right. Let it burst. We about to youngest to the metaverse. I'm over here just trying to pin a verse. Okay, chat. A little bit of news. Maurice Jones-Drew from the Jacksonville Jaguars decided to come out with his top 15 running backs. We're gonna run through them on some quick stuff. That'll be the first thing that we cover, and then we're just gonna rip through a bunch of NFL stuff real quick for you guys. I just got a song in my ear. Get me together real quick, getting the vibe right. Could have done it before the podcast, but I'm gonna do it with y'all. Whole world loves you. Yeah. That's why I'm gonna pull 100. Hey, chat, if you're watching right now, fast forward about a minute and a half, maybe 2 minutes max, and we should be talking about some sports, music, and everything else related. The program. And the packed out shows. Pros. Like with a stick up with a Damn, I wish y'all could listen to the music with me, chat. We would really get right for a quick little minute or so. And hey, Bachelor, fucking right. I want it back. Damn. Let's get right. Hey. All right, how does it look? I still got another minute and a half on the song. Let me change it to All My Life real quick by Lil Durk. Let me change it to J. Cole verse too. And then we gonna rock out, chat. All my life. They been trying to keep me down. They couldn't wreck it. No. They couldn't take me. No. All my life. Taria Dirt. Yeah. They been trying to keep me down. Ghetto, brother. Cold world. Hello, brother. Made it to the city with my head on straight. Huh? What? Yup. And another one, and another one. I got like 100 of them by the lap brothers, so they think they're ahead of me, but I'm really in front of them. Now, some of them fumbling their bag, fucking up the little crumbs that they had. Gone in an instant. Maybe retiring. These days, never even heard of Lil Buddy. And somebody murdered Lil Buddy. Now I'm on the phone searching Lil Buddy name. His tunes all day in my room, thinking, damn. Huh? If you ain't posted a wrap up, you can't post about him. Get hit. It's simple. It's the principle. Like old rage. The only thing that kill him is old age. All my life. All right, chat. Let's get right. All my life. Never thought I'd make it out. They couldn't wreck it. They couldn't wreck me. No. They couldn't take me. No. All my life. Them trying to keep me down. Hey man, shout out to Lil Durk and shout out to J. Cole for making a song together. Good collaboration, great collaboration. Quick little tidbit, just while I listen to some music. I like this song All My Life with J. Cole and Lil Durk because it brings a resemblance to life rather than a resemblance to just music. And that's typically with J. Cole's music, so you kind of get that when you get him on the feature. And then with the Churchill Downs with Jack Harlow and Drake, that's cool and fine and dandy. I like the song more so simply because of the song stands on business. The song stands on what it's supposed to mean, and it's just about a feel good type of song. Like, you listen to it, you understand what you're listening to, and you take the song for what you take it for. Not a lot of music is made like that nowadays, so I like that actual song just simply for that fact. Now let's talk about some football news real quick. Maurice Jones-Drew is a retired running back for the Jacksonville Jaguars. Now, he recently came out with his top 15 list. Let me just run down this top 15 list for you guys and see what you guys think. I kind of got to sit close, but I'm trying to sit far so you guys can see me good. I want the First and Fantasy to be all fully in the camera angle. All of the way in the camera angle don't make sense, but I could just do that as well. But then it kind of cuts out the First and Fantasy. And I'm not really feeling that. I gotta add the First and Fantasy in there. It's a little crooked on the camera. Gotta fix it. Okay. All my life. Alright, let's talk about it. So Maurice Jones-Drew recently decided to come out with a top 15 list of the current NFL running backs. Considering their year, considering their age, but also considering what they're doing this year. We got a little bit of background information, and that's that. So let's talk about the list. Number 1, we're going to start it off with Christian McCaffrey, of course. I was hoping so. That's definitely one. Now, this is where it can get opinion-based, in my opinion. So let's go with Maurice Jones-Drew. Maurice Jones-Drew. I believe I said that right. Travis Etienne at second. Second's good money to me. But this is where it gets shaky. DeAndre Swift is at third. I don't know how I feel about that. Y'all let me know down in the comments if you're listening to this now. How do you feel about Maurice Jones-Drew, MJD, rating DeAndre Swift third overall with 9 games, 135 attempts, 614 yards, averaging 4.5 yards a carry, 3 touchdowns on the year, rushing 4 total because he has 1 receiving. He has 30 catches for 166 yards and he's only lost 1 fumble. But he must have had more than 1 fumble then because it only says 1 fumble lost. So I'm going to assume there that maybe we've had 2 or 3 fumbles, but I'm not really sure. I haven't checked his game logs. I would put Mostert above DeAndre Swift. Mostert is 4 for MJD. And I'm sitting here thinking, right? Would I rather have Mostert or Swift as my running back? I would more than likely rather have Mostert, even with him being in the league for 9 years, versus Swift only being in the league for 4 years, including the year that they're in. So, but that's just me. I would bump Swift down here, and then I would also bump Swift down below Derrick Henry. And I would also bump him down below Alvin Kamara. Now that is 6 and 5. Derrick Henry being 5. Alvin Kamara being 6. And Mostert being 4 behind Swift at 3. So I would move Swift 1, 2, 3 places lower than where he's at. So he'd technically drop 4 places. But that's just my opinion on the list. Maurice Jones-Drew has it a little bit different, and he's also an NFL running back, so maybe he has a little bit different opinion in my eyes. But I don't know. I like Swift and I like Mostert a lot. It's just they're both an injury bug, and who's a better injury bug player? Mostert by far, in my opinion. I don't think stats is not even close. when you see both players on the field. But that's also just my opinion. But shout out to Maurice Jones-Drew for putting the list out. I would once again bump Derrick Henry up and Alvin Kamara up. Jonathan Taylor being above Kenneth Walker and only having 5 games. You're giving him too much credit when Zach Moss done the exact same thing. So I would drop Jonathan Taylor down on this list a little bit as well. Jamaica. Oh, Ja, what up, gang? Ja, that's you? That's you? I ain't trying to fuck your name up, but damn. There's no way it's Jamalachi. There's no way it's that. There's no way it's that. I don't know how to pronounce. If that's the person I know, I don't know how to pronounce your name. That's all me. If it's not, shout out to you for being in the podcast. I do appreciate you for popping in. You would go for that. And Swift is definitely a dog, but it's just, can he stay healthy? He's always had that injury bug. The same thing as Raheem Mostert. The same thing is, 45% of running backs that come into the NFL. So, it kind of becomes that point. Yeah, what's going on, P? I can, but I just started my podcast like 20 minutes ago. I could sign in and do one for you on my podcast. Give me like 4, 5 minutes, 10 minutes. Let me talk about some random shit real quick, and then I'm gonna get with you. I'll just unmute. Is that cool? Shit. They can't hear you right now, but you technically joined. They can hear me talking to you, but they can't hear you talking to me because I still got you muted. But yeah. Tell them you sick. I'm already knowing. Nah, bring the juju, bro. Bring the juju. Listen, I'm unmute in a minute. We'll get right, all right? We'll get right. I'm unmute in a minute. Listen, chat. The homie right now talking. His shit is fucked up. He gambles just like me. We take parlays, and yeah, he's tight right now. He's tight right now. He shouldn't have allowed someone else in his house to gamble off of his computer when they, and then, that little bullshit, intervenes because someone else is in the house gambling off of a computer. Then it ruins what you got going on. So yeah, he going through that. But hopefully the supervisors get that, right over there. And my dog can keep betting. Mike, nah, hold on. I want to get your shit right, bro. Jamalachi. It's not that Jamalachi. It's not Jamalachi. Is it Jamalachi? Jamalachi. That's the only way I'm seeing how to pronounce that. Jamalachi. I don't know, gang. But anyways, we gonna run through it while we do the little bullshit 1s and 2s check. Excuse the language. I dropped Jonathan Taylor below Kenneth Walker 1,000%. And I get it too. I get it. You're gonna give. Oh, that's right. Oh, bet. Say no more. So you're gonna give. I just don't see us giving Taylor the edge over Walker when they're averaging the same yards per carry. Listen. Maurice Jones-Drew is giving Jonathan Taylor credit above Kenneth Walker. Kenneth Walker is averaging more yards per carry. He has 6 times the amount of touchdowns. They have the same amount of catches, and Walker has 20 less yards. Taylor has 1 touchdown receiving. They both lost 0 fumbles. I have zero idea or 0 clue how, whatever there's the proper grammar there. Taylor should not be in that list, in my opinion. Nor should he be above Breece Hall. Breece Hall is a better running back as well, but it doesn't mean that he's going to get more attempts or anything like that. We can just talk about it. 8 games, 94 attempts versus 5 games, 62 attempts, and he's sharing reps with another running back. Breece Hall is not sharing with Michael Carter. Michael Carter is in for relief purposes only. Indianapolis also has Zach Moss in the top 10, according to Maurice Jones-Drew. I could let you guys see this list just so you guys could, 1s and 2s it. Let me see if I could just, bingo. Hold on. Bingo. Nope. Bingo. Nope. Bingo. Nope. Bingo. That ain't it. That ain't it. Hold on, let me see if I could change this for y'all. Let's change this real quick. Alright, so now you guys are going to be able to see the list that I'm referring to. I'll move my camera angle over in a second. So this is the list that we're currently looking at. And it's alright. It's alright. But I don't know. I don't think I really like this list. If I had to be honest with you guys. Okay, so this is the list that we are currently looking at. Now, let's move this over. Damn, can I not? Hold on. I gotta angle my monitor, chat, sorry. Let's angle this monitor real quick. Damn. Oh, yeah. Shout out to the good state, man. We fuck with LA. Shout out to the good state, man. Good ginger ale. All right, let me slide over one time. Okay, are we in the camera? We good? Okay, we're good. All right, let's rock out. All right, let's talk about this, and then we got a lot of shit just to ramble about and get through. I'm not gonna lie to you. Okay. So let's just keep running down the list. I ain't trying to spend too much time on it and critique his list. It's his list. It's an opinion based. Just like mine, I would, of course, bump Jonathan Taylor probably all the way down there to 9, and then I would also bump Swift down. I like Swift, he an injury bug, just like Mostert. Mostert's a better injury bug, so I'd have him up there. Zach Moss is a average running back at best when it comes to an NFL caliber. He's okay. He's kind of like Leonard Fournette when he's healthy but doesn't play good, if that makes any sense, right? So what I mean by that is Fournette could be a top 15 running back in the league every year if he played and if he started every snap, right? Or majority snaps that a starting running back is supposed to start. But he has an outcome factor of a running back that displays something that's different to me. He'll have moments where he shows flashes of top 2, top 3, top 1, top 5 running back. And then he'll have a lot of flashes to where he shows top 15, top 20-ish. And Zach Moss is on the lower end caliber of what that type of running back is even like, right? So that puts him at a top 15 basis running back on a high end, and then on a low end puts him, right around 30, 32, 28, 27, 26. Jonathan Taylor's not there. It gives him a top 5 running back possibility just because they're going to be in that stylistic of offense, especially with the quarterback situation. So then you bump down, and then you find out Jonathan Taylor's coming back, and then he just signed a contract. Fantasy owners, I would abort mission. He's going to have, especially if you're a dynasty, because he's going to have to sign to a different roster. So what are you going to do at that point? You're going to trade for a guy, or you're going to keep a guy and bank on that guy being a starting running back on an NFL team? First of all, there's about 15 to 20 teams that he's not going to start on, okay? And they won't trade for him. So therefore, if he's donezo when it comes to that, okay? So it's going to have to be a free agency pickup. Or they're going to have to trade something really minimal to receive that backup running back, or unless they take an injury before the first 8 weeks when they can trade in the NFL. So it leaves you very minimal possibilities when it comes to a fantasy owner, an actual NFL owner, a lot of things. And this is no disrespect to Zach Moss, but when Zach Moss is running the ball, he looks just like Jonathan Taylor. When Jonathan Taylor's running the ball, he looks just like Zach Moss. The only difference is Zach Moss doesn't have the pop that Jonathan Taylor has and the boom factor when they're running the ball. And you can tell that there's a difference. And Jonathan Taylor is not the same running back that he was last year or the year before that or the year before that. So what is that telling you about Zach Moss? And then Zach Moss touches top 10 on the list. I mean, yeah, he's in a run style offense that's going to RPO and that's going to move around, and they're going to run zone run offense, kind of just how the Eagles do. They're going to allow the running back to get as many yards as they can, allow them not to score in the red zone, force the quarterback to beat them in the game, but allow the running back to score. Same thing like You allow LeBron in basketball to go for a triple-double, but yet you don't allow the other players to determine the win. You allow LeBron to force the win, and it makes it really hard for LeBron. Just simple things like that is how I look at it. It's a little bit of different analogy, but yeah, like Josh Jacobs is around the same caliber running back as Jonathan Taylor, but Josh Jacobs is yet below Zach Moss due to why do we have 1,200 attempts here? Do you mean 125 or 129 attempts? What are we doing here? Okay, first of all, NFL, get your website together. We're not even going to look at that. We're just going to go to the next one. Gus Edwards being 12 is insane to me. All right. Listen, I'm going to say this one time and one time only. Maurice Jones-Drew made this list not from his own opinion, I don't think. He made this list for ESPN or for whatever NFL or CBS or ABC or whatever corporation he is with, an organization he is with. He made this list 1,000% for them. This list is not a list that Maurice Jones would make, in my opinion. There's just no fucking way. There's just no way. Gus Edwards above Isaiah Pacheco, Saquon Barkley, and Brian Robinson. There's no even Bijan on this list for Atlanta. And the only reason he's not on the list is because of 2 games that he didn't get to perform because the offense didn't navigate with him. They just pushed everything around him because they didn't know what to fucking do. Or freaking do, excuse my language. Yeah, that is terrible. I ain't gonna lie to you. That's probably one of the worst running back lists of a top 15 that I've ever seen. That's probably up there. I ain't gonna lie to you. That's probably up there. Yeah. That's probably up there. My opinion, though. My opinion, I would say that is a shitty running back list. I would say that is terrible. I would say not even half of the motherfuckers on there. Get that first in fantasy in there. Yeah, there was 3 running backs on that list that didn't even deserve to be nowhere near where they were, in my opinion, though. But this is all opinion-based. That's why it's Maurice Jones-Drew top 15. Not Juice TVs or Juice from the Juice and Pop shows top 15. Well, let's run down a bunch of other shit, man. We got Justin Fields hurt. We got Bagnet, whatever, however you pronounce his name. He's starting. Justin Fields, you're gonna lose your job, brother. Listen. You're gonna use yourself to death for that team, and you're going to literally be a nobody in 3 years. Like, literally a nobody. Your name won't even carry weight no more in the NFL. It's gonna happen. It happens to every quarterback that's just like you. You have to learn how to stand in a pocket. You have to learn how to step into a pocket. You have to learn how to throw the football while taking reads and dissecting the defense. If you can't do none of that, you cannot be a quarterback in the NFL. I said this, and this was my first video that I made on the podcast a year and some change ago, when it was your first game. Playing bad. You're playing bad. You're literally running into sacks. You will have a left tackle push a defensive end outside leverage, and you will force yourself outside rather than stepping inside of the pocket, making a read, determining where the defense is, or stepping up and just taking a scramble how you're supposed to for 4 or 5 yards, rather than only wanting to run the damn ball 24/7. And then when you throw the ball downfield, your wide receivers aren't even really ready for you. They're really not. I get that they're dropping balls. They're dropping a lot of balls, really. You could have had a couple balls that weren't supposed to be dropped for real. DJ Moore dropped 1 or 2 for you. Mooney dropped 1. But it's also, you're not throwing the ball well at all. Half of the time, they don't even think the ball's going to be there. The other half of the time, they don't know if it's going to be there. They don't know if it's going to get there. They don't know if it's going to be an interception, or they don't know if you're going to look at them and just run the fucking football anyways. I don't know how many times I've watched somebody run the drag route or a slant right across the field. Be wide open with the linebacker on them. Not throw the ball, look, and then take off in that little ass seam and get smacked by that safety or that corner or that nickel coming over. But you don't get smacked because you're sliding 5 yards before you're supposed to be there. So it's like, I ain't trying to be too hard on you, Justin Fields, but get your shit together before a nobody, realistically takes the job. Let's talk about DeAndre Hopkins playing big boy ball over there in that, in that Tennessee Titans uniform. Everybody thought he was out of that juice. Everybody thought that he was going to fall off a little bit. Everybody thought that, it was time for that decline, especially because of the Arizona season. So everybody, looking at him a little bit different. Comes in the game, not really getting no snaps, not really getting, no tip really. Dame, what up with you? I appreciate you for popping into the podcast. You're a GOAT for that. Salute to you, big dog. But I'm just kind of confused on why people disengage from certain players when that player may be in for 80% of the snaps. But if they were in for 80% of the snaps and they got 3 targets or 4 targets and 3 of them were not even close to being catchable balls, it makes it really hard. So like Ryan Tannehill, that's like your job is going to get lost. Your job should have been lost from week 1 when you drafted Will Levis. I said that a long time ago. Should have been gone, okay? Respectfully. Should have been gone. He should have been sitting on the bench, and he should have been coaching him, okay? He has a better arm, and he's literally the same exact stylistic of player as you. I've just been saying it for a little minute, ever since the draft happened. Ever since the draft, I've been saying it, and then, y'all play him, and y'all look a little bit better. Josh McDaniels just got his little booty ass fired from the Raiders. Shout out to the Raiders for finally being able to make a good decision in their life. You guys finally decided to, let's put on some big boy pants. Let's take the skirt off. Let's make a decision. Let's make a decision. Let's not just keep allowing something and then make the decision. Let's make us one, right? You make the decision. You score 40 points the next week. Okay, it was a good decision. Whether or not that the new interim coach, head coach for the Raiders is even any good, they want to play for him. They didn't want to play for Josh McDaniels. The moment that Josh McDaniels left, over half of the team got on social media talking shit about him or into the press or talking to their agents, and their agents put the shit out. So that shit had to go, right? So shout out to the Raiders for finally being able to make a big boy decision. Let's talk about Bijan Robinson real quick. Atlanta, can you use your running back? Let's not use him for an AB, situation every motherfucking time. And let's not just give him a zone stretch every time. Let's try to use Kyle Pitts a little bit. You got Drake London on the outside. Let's try to allow the defense to, work out with the offense. Let's not allow the defense to say, okay, Bijan not going to beat us. Make you throw the ball. And you run deep-ass route patterns that Matt Ryan throws. You don't have Matt Ryan no more. Change the offense. And the offense has changed a little bit. You're not running 20-yard digs no more. Okay, cool. Fucking round of applause. Stop running digs that are 15 yards, though. You don't have no one on your team that runs a 15-yard dig. Kyle Pitts doesn't run a 15-yard dig. Neither does Drake London. That's neither one of their top 3, top 4, top 5, or even probably top 6 routes that they would run. So you're killing me right there, right? Right? Julio Jones was really, 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 really good at it because he was one of the best wide receivers that we have ever seen play the game. Drake London ain't that guy, respectfully. But Drake London's really good, and he could be really good. But you got to give him a scheme and an offensive scheme that allows the tight end and the wide receiver to work with the running back. Not allow the running back to work. And if the workhorse can't work, guess what? We ain't got no more left. So then we go into the next game. Let's not give it to the workhorse. Let's try to do something completely different that we don't even know how to do. And then you allow your quarterback to throw the shit out of the football. And then your quarterback don't throw the shit out of the football. So, I'm confused. You allow him for the first 3 quarters to throw the shit out of the football. Then you start giving it to just Tyler Algier. Talk to me, though. You gotta figure that out. Tyler Algier shouldn't be in the game at that point. You drafted Bijan Robinson in the first round for a reason, right? 7th pick, 8th pick, 6th pick, whatever it was. Let's bring that onto the field. Let's bring that money onto the field. Let's use that money, right? He's a way better running back too. Tyler Algier isn't even worth both of Bijan Robinson's legs, respectfully. And I don't mean that no which way. He an NFL athlete, better than me, better than anybody else in the world damn near. But when it comes to that NFL athlete, He not fucking with no Bijan Robinson. That's why Bijan took his spot the first day he touched the field on practice. He never didn't start first team. So it's like, you got to understand that. When you come in as a rookie and you start your first game and your first practices, like, starting your first game is already telling you enough. That means you starting in practice. But when you walk on the practice field and your first practice you're starting, what are we doing? Why is Tyler Algier getting more reps than Bijan Robinson? Are we trying to save the money for next year? Because if that's the case, just let me know. But anyways, we're going to move on to the next subject. Ty, I appreciate you for popping in the building. You a goat for that, gang. That's all I love, Brody. I appreciate you. Christian Watson still being a dud over there at Green Bay. And, man, I don't know if it's the route running. I don't know if it's his hands, or I just don't know if he doesn't understand football. I don't know if he doesn't understand, like, leverage as a wide receiver. There's just something that Christian Watson is missing. Whether it was Aaron Rodgers, whether it was Jordan Love, he's still missing. It's the timing issue with him. So it's the timing inside of the routes that's an issue, or it's the route running that he's choosing to make in certain defensive schemes. Like, for example, if he has a slant, some wide receivers may give you that little hezzy in the beginning, or they may give you a back step, or they may give you a spin 1 out of every 100, right? Or they're going to give you an off step and then come back inside to try to get quick, right? So, or they're going to try to stem you inside to make you stop like it's going to be a possible anything else outside, but then they're going to bring it right back in off of the quick motion, right? And what I mean by that is they're going to come at you as a defensive back, right? They're going to run at you and then go straight to the ball. So it's going to look like a real slant. So it just depends upon, what they're giving you. But I don't know if Christian Watson fully understands the developing of a route, the understanding of how to run a route, the understanding of how to be a wide receiver friendly quarterback, the understanding of when to slow down your route, when to speed up your route, like certain things like that. I'm not sure if anything of that is like a faulty to him, but Christian Watson needs to figure out what he has going on, because that's a good draft pick that you're wasting a lot of value in. And you really only drafted him for Julian Love. You didn't draft him for Aaron Rodgers. You knew Aaron Rodgers wasn't going to stay. You knew you guys weren't going to give Aaron Rodgers the money that you wanted. So you knew you were going to draft a wide receiver for your upcoming quarterback, because he's not near as good as your current quarterback. So therefore, you're going to do something that you don't usually do. And then you drafted Rodgers, some dude named Rodgers from motherfucking Clemson. God, what are we doing? First round or early, whatever it was. No. I could name I hope there's not the same draft class I'm thinking about in my mind, because I could name at least 3 or 4 wide receivers that were better than him in the next round. But anyways, let's not talk about it. Let's move around to Dalton Kincaid, man. We're gonna bounce around real quick. Dalton Kincaid is playing really good football for the Buffalo Bills. I hollered at all of the fantasy football teams. Told you guys early numbers won't look as good. Buffalo's a later in team. They really allow defense to perform well, offense to move how it can move. And if the offense can keep everything pushing, they'll feed off of that. If the defense can keep everything pushing, they'll feed off of that. That's what, type of Buffalo team is, right? Or type of team Buffalo is. So when you get a tight end that's trying to take over Knox's spot, it's going to take him a minute. So you got to allow him to get that rotation, because Knox isn't a bad tight end, but Knox is not on the same level as Dalton Kincaid. Knox coming out of college isn't the same level as Dalton Kincaid coming out of college. So it's like, regardless of how you look at that situation, there's no which way Knox wins it unless Dalton Kincaid plays bad. Dalton Kincaid did not play the best the first 4 to 5 weeks, but he played well. So it didn't allow him to, fully take over the job. But now we rewind just a little bit. We're at week 9 now. It's his job. But you got to, allow him to have just a little bit of time right there to get that. Nick Folk is kicking the shit about the football, but that's because Atlanta don't know what they got going on. Evan McPherson, I don't know. I don't know what to do with Evan McPherson as a field goal kicker. I just don't. I don't know if it's the inconsistencies at a kicker position when he's really fucking good, like he's really good and he be missing, or is it the inconsistency that he misses simply because of the fact that he will not be involved ever, but then randomly be involved, right? But that's what a kicker's job is. So it kind of confuses me right there. So I don't really know what to think with that. And that's just some random big news because Evan McPherson could be scoring a lot of points, but the Bengals are putting up points now, so he's not scoring none. So it kind of hurts him as a field goal kicker, and it just hurts him as a kicker in general if you're not even talking about fantasy, because when he comes in the game, he misses a random field goal that he's not supposed to miss. We can talk about the Seahawks defense, boxing shit up if you want to. The Seahawks defense is moving pretty well. I love for the last 2 to 3 years what we've tried to do on that defensive line between Taylor. I mean, just between everybody, just between the fact that 3 years ago you lost a defensive end and a defensive tackle. 2 years ago you lost another end and a tackle. So it's like you're trying to make up for what you're losing while you're losing it, and then also trying to play in that current moment. So you're trying to lose something, regain that in that moment, and still be able to play. But you know you're not going to be at that same caliber, right? So I don't know. They lost Bobby. They bring Bobby Weck. That kind of brings the camaraderie back in the defense. I feel like the defense is playing better just because Bobby is there, even though Bobby isn't the same player. But Bobby is playing his ass off, and Bobby's not going to be a top 5 linebacker in the league until he retires. So the day that he retires is when he'll be out of the top 5. Until then, you can't not put him in the top 5, because if you say he's not top 5 because of stats, that's fine. But if you put Bobby Wagner next to your favorite middle linebacker like Fred Warner and stuff like that, they're going to look really close in practice probably. If not, Bobby Wagner look better. So it's going to be really hard to not allow Bobby Wagner to be in that top 5. But the Seattle defense is playing phenomenal, but Bobby being back helps that a lot. But that's just also my opinion. We could talk about a few other things real quick. Let's talk about the young Texans quarterback getting busy. Got a little freaky over the weekend. Shit, he got a freaky over a couple of weekends. I ain't gonna lie to you. He's getting busy over there. He's getting busy. But it's also due to points and situational and stuff like that. So it's also some inflation. And I'm a CJ Stroud fan. I loved him going to Texas. I thought that was the only place that he really could have went that benefits him. Like if he goes to Detroit, he's not going to start maybe in 2-3 years if he's lucky. And then that style of offense, I don't think he'd be able to run that style of offense. That's like a Jared Goff style of offense. Houston is a developing offense, so he has a developing offense that he's inside of, so he's allowed to, develop while playing football rather than have a scheme and everything that's already in front of him. The Texans are kind of moving shit along with him to make shit more comfortable. What you mean? What's wrong with my phone? Text me again. All right, let me see if I can text you. I just got them both at the same time. And it says I got the other one. Oh, damn. Now it says I got them both at 8:34 and it's 8:38. That's crazy. It's not letting me message you back. I tried to. I think I did, but it's saying, okay. It's saying it's just on sent. It might be my phone. I don't know if I can put that on right now, P. Cause I gotta use somebody's card to put that shit on. I just can't move it from my card, from the Cash App card. You see what I'm saying? I gotta ask someone else that has the money in the account to transfer their money to my shit, so that I can send them Cash App. I need a motherfucker with a bank account. I don't own a bank account. No, because you gotta have, like, I would have to have all their their account information, like their account login. I would have to have their SIN or their PIN. I would have to have their you see what I'm saying? I'd have to have all that information. Whoever shit, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, I gotta ask somebody shit to do that. I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. Let me see, cause I got shit on my own shit. I ain't trying to let you get on mine. But I'm not betting until tomorrow though. So I can put more money on tomorrow and I'm not worried about it. Let me sign in real quick. Hell no, I ain't even gonna lie to you, bro. I only got $15 on my shit right now. I mean, you can use my little 15, but so I got on my shit right now. I ain't gonna lie to you. I don't know how man. Damn it, bro. I need to stop making big ass parlays. Yeah, but these shits are 25 legs, 22 legs, 17 legs, and I'm only missing about one or two. Shit, the last parlay I hit I hit a 22 legger, I hit a 25, and I think a 17 or some shit like that. If my podcast can hear you though,
I ain't tripping, man. I'm
just letting you know.
sick, bro. I'm sick. I'm sick. I'm sick. I'm sick. Bro. Why they have to do me like that, bro?
I don't know. All right, chat. Let's talk about one or two more things, man. So the cornerback J.C. Jackson. Here, I'll mute my mic real quick, so I'm not over talking in here.
You don't gotta mute your mic.
All right, bet. So the cornerback J.C. Jackson is not expected to travel to Germany, right? He has reliability questions, and that is a confusion to me. They're just like putting reliability out there, which means like his brain, like his mental. He's either going through anxiety, depression, or a family issue right now, and he's not willing to travel with the team to Germany. Like he's not willing to travel there. So like this is my opinion. If I sign a player and you're not willing to travel somewhere, and you are not that guy, I'm on your ass. This is your responsibility. This is what you're paid to do. People do this shit that work a 9-to-5 job. They are fired if they do not have call-in days and all of that other shit, right? You don't get no call-in days on the NFL. You can't just call in and say, oh, I don't want to play. Just how my dog for the Raiders right now, he a defensive end, Chandler Jones, and I'm a huge fan of him. I hope he gets his mental right. He going through a little bit of things. But like that is a different story than what J.C. Jackson is going through, I believe, unless J.C. Jackson is going to start going through something like that and then not play the remainder of the season. But if he's just missing this Germany game for some bullshit, I'm not playing you for the rest of the season, and you're not touching your contract for the rest of the season. You're just not going to make no money unless you're going to come play and you're going to come ball, and then I'm going to give you a new incentive, and then you're going to have a new incentive in your shit, and that's play every game for the rest of the season until the season's over. That would make me extremely mad if I'm a team owner, but that's also just my opinion. But if he has real reasons to not be there, then he has real reasons to not be there. But if it's not real reasons, like a lot of them are, and it's just bullshit, yeah, I can't deal with that. Let's talk about Myles Garrett, right? He said, I'm nearing my prime. I'm getting close to the peak of my powers. It's basically what he said. He said, I'm nearing my powers, the peak of my powers. Like, the grammar was bad. It sounded like mine. So I tried to fix it a little bit. He was on the Pat McAfee show, and he told Pat, you know, I'm getting near there. I'm not even there yet. I don't know. I believe that, and then I don't believe that. Myles Garrett is either going to be a dog for the next 8 years or the next 2 to 3 years, so he'll be pretty good. And then after that, he'll fall off a lot, like Jadeveon Clowney. And this is no disrespect to Myles Garrett. He's a phenomenal athlete, a phenomenal player. And he has pretty good production. But he has inconsistency in production. He has boom factor. He has a lot of weeks where he don't do too much, and a couple of weeks where he goes crazy. Kind of like Khalil Mack this season. So, excuse me. If you're a fantasy team, I like it. I don't love it. If you're an NFL team owner, I love it. I love it. I love it. But it just, just depends what side of the coin you're on. We can also move down to Kyler Murray just getting his first start for the Arizona Cardinals. I don't know if he's going to play good. I don't know if Kyler Murray's ever been good. I don't really think he's ever been good. He's just been a flashy quarterback that has some good moments every once in a while. And I don't know. That's my opinion. He can scramble a little bit, and he can throw on the run a little bit. Reading defenses, I don't know. He don't really read defenses the best. I don't know. That's just my opinion. We can talk about it's lazy to blame the Jets' offensive struggles solely on Zach Wilson, says head coach Robert Saleh. Robert Saleh, once again, putting everything on his back, sticking up for the team. Zach, get your shit together, baby. Get your shit together. You got a good-ass team over there. I'm not hearing shit Robert Saleh saying. Get your shit together. We could talk about Martavius Bryant from the Pittsburgh Steelers a couple of years ago, man. He was a dog. He just signed to the practice squad, the P squad of the Dallas Cowboys. He played for the Raiders last, I believe. I believe he played for the Raiders last. He was... Same thing as like Santonio Holmes. Same thing as every wide receiver that leaves the Steelers organization and goes to a different organization. They're... You know what I mean? I don't know what to expect out of that. Martavius Bryant is a phenomenal athlete, but I don't know if he is anymore. So we'll see what happens there, I guess. Can the Houston Texans hit 10 wins? Bounce back to C.J. Stroud real quick, since we're talking about Martavius Bryant signing over there with Dak weak ass. No disrespect to Dak, but yeah, that defense is big backpacking you, and it's going to be just like usual. And then the playoffs and the next season, it's literally going to be a recycle repeat until you guys get rid of Dak Prescott on that offense. And that's just all out of love. And I'm a Steelers fan, but that's just all out of love. But yeah, the Texans may get 10 of them things. I got them getting about 8-9. 8-9 will be cool. 8-9 will be cool. I'm not mad at that if I'm a Texans fan. If I'm a Texans fan, I'm like, you know what? We played this year. We played. That's cool. But the next year, you have to turn the coin to where you can win games. Not just score, look good, and be in a game, but be down in the game. Or realistically be up in the game, but feel like you're down in the game. And if you're a Texans fan, I feel like you know what I'm saying right there. You guys have a lot of that. Carson Wentz just signed to back up Matthew Stafford behind the Rams. That's making me think that Matthew Stafford may be dealing with some injuries right now. He may be dealing with some injuries that may end up messing up some of the back end of that Rams team. Or if the Rams are in no contention for anything or even a good pick, they'll probably just put Wentz in. But once again, that's just an opinion-based thing. It's also take it with a grain of salt. Let's talk about Will Levis real quick since we're talking about quarterbacks. Mike Vrabel had a little ones and twos, that he wanted to discuss. He said Will Levis will be starting the rest of the 2020 season. Ryan Tannehill will be the backup. Ryan, you're healthy. Spot got took. I'm going to say this off of the love. Bill Belichick, you see how he's going through all of his ones and twos? They want to fire him. They're not, though. He gave 10 years of consistency. Whether the consistency came from Tom Brady and Drew Bledsoe, but and the other coaches just being all about Bill Belichick, and they are because you can go look at how they coach other teams and see that it doesn't work in that team, and not even because they're coaching like Bill Belichick. It's they are doing what Bill Belichick does with their team, not what that coach's name is. Whether it's Brian Flores, whether it's Josh McDaniels, we could go on and on with like 8, 9, 10 different motherfuckers over the last 8, 9, 10 years. Not even that much, probably like 6 years. But the point is they're all trying to run Bill Belichick shit. So that makes me understand that Bill Belichick had 20 coaches that listen to Bill Belichick, and that's how it's supposed to go. But those coaches think that they can take Bill Belichick's implements and take them to a team and then get other coaches to implement what Bill Belichick wants to implement. That shit not gonna happen. And then you're not gonna take a Raiders team and turn them into the Patriots. It don't even make sense. They're not even the same stylistic of team. Not even close to the same stylistic of team. Not even close. The defensive players alone are nowhere near the same stylistic of players, from the corners to the safeties to the linebackers to the motherfucking D-line, okay? And the D-line's up front first, okay? They put hands to motherfucking faces first, okay? They get busy. They're in the trenches. What are we doing? Okay, next subject. Let's just talk about something else completely new. Let's talk about how the Steelers coach Mike Tomlin and everybody talking about firing my coach, man. Let me holler at y'all real quick. Give me 2 seconds. What teams won a Super Bowl in the last 10 years? What teams? What's the head coaches? Where are they head coaching now? Okay. How many coaches in the NFL don't have a 500 season? How many coaches in the NFL don't even average a 500 season? That are in the NFL, let alone not in the NFL no more, right? What do we find? What are we firing Mike for? We're firing Mike because he knows how to keep his team in the game, but doesn't know how to get his players to perform. That's on Kenny Pickett. Kenny Pickett got to get the offense right, baby. You got George Pickens out there ready to be a monster, but you keep throwing everything to Deontay Johnson. I mean, that's cool and all, but Deontay Johnson not fucking with Pickens. He's not. And I know he's not fucking with Pickens because Pickens is on social media too much. That's how I know Pickens is the better wide receiver. So what are we doing? I have no issue with giving Deontay Johnson 6 to 10 targets a game. I have no issue with that. But I need the same for George Pickens if that's what we're going to do. Or I need George Pickens to at least get 5 targets a game. I don't need him to run 45 to 50 routes and not get the ball thrown his way besides 2 bullshit routes. You know what I'm saying? I don't need 2 busted plays and just, to throw the ball over his head and that to be counted as a target for him to be considered getting a target, for that to be counted as as a look his way. Right? So let's hop off of that Mike Tomlin wheel for a little bit, right? Let's relax a little bit. And I'm a Steelers fan. I'll let y'all know. Y'all know I'll let y'all know. Let's hop off of that let's hop off of that bandwagon a little bit, because y'all was not saying that last year when y'all all thought we was trash, and then we still won 500. Y'all thought he was damn near coach of the year. Besides coaches that was winning. You see what I'm saying? So, what are we talking about? Anyways, let's go to the defensive end for the 49ers real quick. Yeah. The defensive end for the 49ers, his name is Chase Young, on the other side of Nick Bosa. Damn. You putting teammates... Oh, wait. San Francisco don't play, do they? San Francisco don't give a fuck about what anybody else talking about. I promise you, I'm going to put the best roster on paper. That don't have nothing to do with the organization. Don't got nothing to do with nothing else. Can the coaches and can the players perform? That's all. Niners. You've had a top 10 roster for the last 8 years. Figure it the fuck out. Stop taking the injuries, and you can't beat that. Scream at the NFL. Tell the whole Niners team to not play. Okay? It'll lose y'all a whole bunch of money, but I guarantee the turf will be there within 2 weeks. The NFL not playing without y'all. Y'all primetime football. Y'all Monday night, Thursday night, Sunday night. Like, what y'all be? Y'all primetime football. Come on. Somebody got to take a stance here, right? If you don't want to play on turf, don't play on it, baby. Come on. Keenan Allen trying to hit that big 10K over there at the Los Angeles Chargers, man. Shout out to my dog Keenan Allen, one of the best route runners in the NFL football history, man. The National Football League's history. One of the best route runners of all time. And it's not even close. When it comes to change of direction with the speed, going in and out of breaks, knowing how to run the route, knowing, hey, I know I gotta go right here. I mean, I know I got man. But I know Justin gonna get that little look over there. I know I can't do that right now. I know I just can't go. I gotta give him something in the beginning, and then I might just have to bump him on the inside with the shoulder to make him think some bullshit, and then I'm really gone with the hand up the whole time. That's Keenan Allen. That's Blue Book. That's textbook. Come on, talk to me, Keenan. Let's move around just a little bit. Let's move around to I guess we can talk about a couple of these things real quick before I get up off of here. All right, let's talk about it. Since we're talking about quarterbacks taking over positions, if y'all thought that Ritter dude was ever gonna be good, oh my gosh. So it's like, I'm not an NFL scout by any means, and I've had my quarterbacks wrote down for the last 3 years. And I have not been wrong yet, and I will be wrong probably every season from here on out. And it's all opinion based. But I do not see what people seen in Red. Bro, what? Didn't even fit the scheme. Didn't even fit the style of offense. Didn't even fit what you wanted to do. Nothing. You really just drafted a quarterback that didn't even fit an offensive scheme, and then you kept the same offensive coordinator. Why not just fire him? Take the couple $1 million hit. Who gives a fuck? You sign a better offensive coordinator and you play way better. You get a better offensive coordinator for your actual quarterback. But no. You're going to have an offensive coordinator and then bring in a quarterback that doesn't fit his scheme. But, hey, pat yourself on the back. You know, that's what y'all do. Staying on quarterback once again, Daniel Jones tore his ACL against the Las Vegas Raiders. That's a tough one. The ACL. And he's a scrambling quarterback. You know, that's like the Lamar Jackson. That's like the Kyler Murray, right? And Kyler Murray, he's really, on the D level of all of that, right? And, like, let's be real. Kyler Murray's a D. Daniel Jones is a B. Let's just keep that. Let's just be real frank. Let's just be real honest, okay? Same style. One's way motherfucking better. One be selling a whole lot and looks real flashy, and y'all give that flash a whole lot because you see motherfucking clips. Either be a fan and know what you're talking about. Just be a clip guy and talk about clips, okay? Or a clip woman, girl, whatever y'all want to be, right? So let's talk about it. Something new, right? Something new. Bill Belichick, you know, we talked about it a little bit earlier, but he came out with a quote and he said, "I'm gonna do what I can control." And he said, "What he can't control is get ready for the, Indianapolis Colts." So he's gonna get ready for the Colts football team. He cannot control if he gets fired or not. If Bill Belichick gets fired, there's gonna be no turning point in the season this year. I'm just being honest with you. It's probably gonna look even worse. But good luck. And I don't even know if Bill Belichick's really that good of a coach. I don't know. Tom Brady done everything. You could say he didn't. And Tom Brady's gonna give that coach all the praise in the world, and I know that coach helped him on a million moons, but that doesn't mean Tom Brady. It doesn't mean that you weren't the best quarterback of all time. It does not mean that you are not the GOAT of all sports. Of all sports, the GOAT. The only one that's really up there is Michael Phelps. Jordan so, but no. Kobe, I love you, Kobe, and Kobe's my idol, and I must tell you Kobe to, for sure, but I'm going to say when it comes to accolades and comes to everything that you've done and then comes to when you leave the team and then see what the team does with the same exact everything, nothing really different. And I get it, it's a young quarterback there. I don't even think a good quarterback would fix the situation, right? So maybe that's why Bill Belichick could be fired. So, it's a lot of questions there. But it's a lot of moving around that has to happen for, any of that to even be possible, right? So, once again, it's all just an opinion-based thing. It's just my opinion. So, Travis Kelce decided to go on after the game when they beat the Dolphins, and it was a very big win for him. He decided to go on and say that the Chiefs' defense is the best defense he's ever played with. I want you guys to understand something. The best defense he's ever played with. That team hasn't had good defenses, okay? Let's just be real, okay? Let's take what he's saying with a grain of salt. Let's not take Travis Kelce and blow him up in the social media market just because he's fucking with Taylor Swift right now or talking to Taylor Swift, dating or whatever you want to say. No disrespect with how I say things, but yeah. He's messing with Taylor Swift and y'all gonna blow up everything out of proportion. Weirdos. But anyways, keep making any more money. Joe Burrow from the Bengals, since we're talking about quarterbacks, he had a bloody finger on his right hand. He said it's going to continue to get better, though. He just kept playing. It is what it is. So, they're scoring in the red zone. I don't really know too much of what I'm getting there. I really don't know if the Bengals should be the best team in the AFC North, but they're not. So, it's kind of like, But they're not going to be the best, like, the best team in the AFC North is either going to perform like that, and that's going to look like the best team all year, or it's going to look like a really good division. And that's what it looks like every year. But it's just a really good division. The AFC North can damn near compete with any team in the league. But it's a consistency basis that the AFC North could not compete. So that's what I hang my hat up on when it comes to the AFC North. And I'm an AFC North guy. But, reality is reality. Shout out to CJ Stroud, man. 470 yards in the comeback win versus the Broncos. I got to piss, but I'm going to leave y'all with this little hanger real quick. He set a rookie record, man. He set a rookie record. Granted, with a booty-ass team. Granted, against the booty-ass team. Granted, against a team that's going to allow a lot of points and yards. He's still done it, though. I got to give him credit. He's still done the shit.
She have not said nothing.
Juice. Juice.
I said what I said. You have a Section 8 waiting list is open.
I'm on Section 8.
I'm not.
Well, get up on it.
You didn't send it yet.
He's getting chewed out, that's why. Probably getting chewed out. She had trouble.
Why?
Cause she didn't go to work.
Yeah.
Her mama. She wasn't feeling good because that period. That's what I said. She grown, and who told her? Her grandma. Told on her because she drove by her house and seen her car. I said that shit is crazy. Yeah, y'all controlling her like y'all try to control. Y'all gonna make her move far away. She already left the house because you was controlling her.
Why am I stream going back up? Pee Wee,
Yeah.
you need a bed or what's up?
Yo, you was live? Were you live?
Yeah, I'm still off.
Oh, bro.
Why?
That's lit. We can do that. That's lit though. It's my first time like I see I've been in podcast, all that shit, but like I don't know, bro. You know what you're talking about, bro. But y'all still suck. That's all I wanted to say.
I'm pissed because we really do. We really do, but we could be good. I'm pissed. That's facts. So you want to do one on the pod or no?
Yeah. Show your live. Show your stream.
That's what I'm
You
saying.
you feel me? I don't want. You feel me? You ain't gonna get in trouble.
Huh. I already know. No, I know how to do it.
Alright.
Alright, so this is for FanDuel. I'm about to bet on FanDuel. I'm gonna do a parlay with one of my friends. He's gonna tell me something. I may or may not take it on the stream, but it's gonna look like I'm gonna take it on the stream. I may or may not take it. I'm not really sure. I may decipher it on my own outside of the stream, but we're also just trying to do something with the stream. So this is against no copyright issues against FanDuel. I'm not building a parlay with someone else or using someone else. I'm just using someone else to have fun for the culture of gambling itself. And there's nothing else intertwined. I'm not asking no one else to make the same bets that I'm going to make or the same bets that we're going to talk about or discuss. So anybody out there that's listening, you're more than welcome to listen and do whatever you please. But please do not bet according to the bets that I make. Only take the bets that you want to make. And yeah, have fun. All right, we good.
Smart motherfucker. You a smart motherfucker. You know that? You a smart motherfucker. My bad for podcast. Money Good gonna be on it, bro. I'm gonna say what the fuck out of my mind. I might cuss.
There you go. I don't cuss just because of my daddy. Or I try not to.
You feel me? I cuss at my kids. I'm gonna cuss at y'all.
Talk to yeah. Talk to him.
My kids is well respected. You hear me? But get on these bets, man. We should have been on this shit earlier because I knew the Rockets was gonna blow the fucking Lakers out. I knew the Timberwolves was gonna blow the motherfucking Pelicans out, and fucking Rockets was underdog. You know how much money we could have made on that? Like, it's crazy. But okay. Let's get on this.
When I started
Shoot
college,
that.
so many people warned me about credit
Shoot
cards.
that.
They
D-Lo.
just seemed too scary. When I needed a car, I realized that I needed to build credit, so I got the time.
Chat, hold on. I'm getting an automatic ad in my ear. Hold on. Okay, there we go. All right, we're good, chat. I couldn't get no copyright.
And I'll be right back to him. Go put me some drink. Be right back.
Yep, do your thing. You good? I'm right here. All right, chat. We're gonna do a little parlay action, have some fun for you guys. You guys are more than welcome to take the same bets that we're taking. But once again, I already stated previously that do not take any of the bets that we're taking unless you want to take the bet. This is a bad habit, and this is not a good habit. We do this strictly out of fun because we have a couple of extra dollars to bet, so we're not trying to get rich off of it. So please do not do so. I will show you guys my bets just because I fuck with y'all. Okay. Bring that there. And then bring me here. We'll just do this real quick, chat. We'll just make me real small in the corner. You guys will still be able to see me. Do a couple of parlays. Let me go big body screen just to make sure that you guys can't see anything that you're not supposed to see. I only got $14 on your check. Got my head whacked over the last 2 days. Not gonna lie to you. Or last 2 weeks. A day to me is a week, chat. I ain't gonna lie to you. When I talk about betting. I got my ass whooped on a couple of these parlays. I'm not gonna lie to you. A lot of these parlays I only missed by one, bruh. This shit sucks so bad. Yeah, so you only done 30. I'm like, he done more than what he thought he done. Talk, LOL. My bad, OG.
My bad.
Dad, my bad. You must have just joined the podcast. I literally probably talked for like 45 minutes to an hour straight. My bad if you're just now joining the podcast, Dad. My bad. I'm about to do a bet with Fred on our stuff. Hey Fred, you used I was yapping. You used a total of $35 on my account, just so you know. I thought it was only 20, but you used 35. I can show you though. We done that far. Yeah, I can show you all of them though. You already know we ain't worried about that, but.
Nah, because remember it was some other thing.
No, it's all basketball joints. I don't do basketball.
Yeah.
Can you see my screen? Oh no, you can't. I'm only showing here. I got you. Boom. Boom. You can see me now, right?
What are you talking about? I didn't do that. You lied, bro. What are you talking about?
Who, me?
Yeah.
What I lie about?
What you mean, man? I didn't make no bets on your account. I gave you ideas.
What you mean?
You slipping, Pippin?
No. Once again, let me reiterate one more time for the people that are listening. Once again, I am making bets with someone that makes bets with me for the fantasy people to see to have fun. You guys, once again, do not take these bets. We only do these bets together strictly for content and to have fun. Once again, you dig me? You're allowed to do. You're allowed to do that.
That's it. Let me see.
What, these ones? Like, what you want to see?
NBA.
The ones that we previously done?
No,
now?
No,
okay.
NBA.
Okay.
Man, Chance, bro, that shit bullshit, bro.
fuck, Fred. I'm mad as fuck. I muted everything, bro. Yeah, I'm slipping like a motherfucker. Catch me next time. I try to backhand that. Next time, whatever you gotta do to me, bro. Don't let me say that goofy shit. You feel me?
Segment, and it was more
You
like
did slip.
I wouldn't put on the segment. It's a young cat. He might do some shit. He might not. Damn.
There we go. What'd you say, Karu?
Bro, they fucking finessed me on that shit, bro.
Oh, Karu, you're on my podcast right now, just so you know. Like your voice is, just so you know.
Okay.
No, you can cuss. I'm just letting you know. I just wanted you to know before you see what I'm saying?
You tight, B.
Yeah, yep. Just wanted you to know.
Yeah, they finessed me though, bro.
Go.
They finessed you? What'd they do to you, Rue?
Yeah, they ain't let me put my pick'ems in, bro. And I had, bro, my parlays all in the hip after one.
God, I'm so pissed, bro.
Bro, the one, bro. Yes, the one would have made me 400.
Fred, look.
Hey,
Anything in here, like for example, 1 minute, 2 minutes, don't bet, right? 5 minutes is possible. Like 11 minutes is really good though. Like you see how there's more wagers, you can always take bets inside of these games too, bro. Like while they're live, like there's a bunch inside of these that be happening. It just depends upon what you want with certain shit. You can still take shit with certain players. Like for example, you could take a like player steals and it's locked right now. But it's only locked because they're at a possession. If it was a timeout, it would be unlocked. It's like you could click certain things and get it off. It's like you can do like certain shit if you wanted to on FanDuel. When it comes to, doing little shit like that. But also you guys that are watching, you guys got to understand that we're trying to do stuff just to learn how to bet the smart way. And there's no smart way to bet, you guys. We're just trying to figure out the smartest way to bet for you guys out there that are watching and listening. But listen, there's no good way to bet. There's no smart way to bet. And there's no guarantee to bet. I promise you. You think you got 1,900 percenters? 19 of them up is going to sell you, okay? I promise you, okay? On that day, they just going to hate you. So do not do what we're doing, okay? This is not advertisement. This is not nothing but fun, okay? All right, go ahead, Fred. I had to reiterate, though, on the stream. Sorry.
Hey, take the Mavericks money line, Kings money line.
Right. It just wouldn't look right.
Hey, what? Gonna be young.
Don't look at this though, Fred.
Damn.
Don't look at this. Don't look at this.
No, I don't want to look at that. I don't care about that, bro.
Yeah, exactly. Don't look at that.
You can't make sports on FanDuel, huh?
No, you can mix, but you can only mix it like certain. You can only mix it certain ways.
How much longer you finna be on the Cavs, Juice?
I'm on here until we do these bets, and then shit, it's whatever.
Take the Kings money line.
Oh.
No, I mean the Knights. I'm tripping.
I was about to ask you because you took the night. You wanted to take the Knights last time on the podcast, but we ended up not doing that.
Peru,
Yo.
did you end up getting that cream for your rash?
Bro, I don't know what the fuck you just said, bro.
You got it, Karu? Did you get it?
Yeah.
You told me that shit was crazy, Ru. I ain't gonna lie to you. It was all over your right butt cheek.
Bro, what? That's crazy. It was like under it though.
Now you talk about
Yeah, like the crease. That's wild. That's a crazy itch. That's
They making up
crazy.
crazy shit, bro. I ain't gonna lie.
Scroll down, nigga.
That's some crazy shit,
Did you
bro.
get the cream though? Is what I asked.
Alright, bro. Did you tell your mom yet, bro?
Alright,
Oh wow.
alright.
Alright, bro.
It got hurtful quick. It got hurtful quick.
Take the Detroit Red Wings that game under.
What you got?
Bro, no way, bro. You're a different breed. You know the fucking money line on fucking hockey. That's different.
You said what, nigga?
You know the money lines on the motherfucking hockey. That's different.
Shit, bullshit. Juice, you better tell these niggas I hit off that, eh?
Hey, you was talking about some money lines last night, so shit.
No one wanna talk about that shit, bro. We don't talk about that shit.
Damn. Yeah, I heard shit went south, bro. What happened, bro? It sounded like you was up last night, bro. What happened?
6 Coca-Cola and 2 Sprite, OG. So, I mean, you could probably bring back 1 if you wanted to.
6 Coca-Colas. What they do? Start putting crack back in them?
Oh, that crack, baby? Bring me back a single FT, OG. 2 of them. I just need 2.
Sure, it's not getting no bucks. It gets the bucks.
All right, Fred, I'm back. What you liking for the pod? What you liking? Let me move around.
Go up. Yeah, move around. Go college basketball. What time is it? Yeah, go college basketball.
I think overdraft is
Okay, go down.
Pops, I don't know if you heard me, but 2 Sprite and 6 Coca-Colas at the house.
Good job, bro.
I need 2 FT singles.
Okay, what you want now?
I need the card.
Judge, how you been feeling lately, bro?
Whoever on the money on. Yeah, just text me.
She not even responding.
Just text me.
I'm not.
They come do it.
Tell her don't say no numbers. Don't say no numbers.
I said don't say no numbers because he's live.
Is the camera on?
No. No.
Cut it off.
I said no.
Okay, Pops. Yeah, that's what I thought. That's what I thought.
What are you up to now? You better pay for that? Do Bovada?
On grandma's account, yeah. Come here.
Hey, yo, Fred, do me a solid. Next time, let me know I gotta mute the mic. The second thing, listen to your motherfucking girl, bro. Pee-wee. All right, what you want out of here? Or what you thinking? He's on 5. You can't even get Curry on 1. You can't even get Curry on 2 of them bitches. Damn, bro. You gotta get him on 3? That is insane. Yeah, but 3 of them for negative 1250 is crazy. 4. Yeah, His over under 4.5. He gotta hit 5 or go under 5. What I do, Fred, is I'd take like Curry on like go over. All right, bet. What else? All right, what else you want? Negative 1,500. You better off taking 15 points, 5 and 5. You see what I'm saying? Can't take him on 15. Yeah, you gotta take him for the 20 piece. 28.5. Yeah, I'd probably take that if I was you. Rebounds, what is over under at? I'd probably take 10 on that because you gotta grab the boards. And then assists, I'd probably take like 4. Oh, you can't. You gotta take 6. Oh my god. I'd just take those 2 then. I won't even take his assist. My 0 not working. There you go. 10 would be 277, chat, on a 10-leg parlay. It don't look bad, P. Alright, chat. So this is something that we are looking at taking. If you guys were to bet, right, and we were to bet right now, this is a bet that I would take. But once again, we're just showing you guys bets that you guys should take. But that's on you guys if you guys want to take the bet. We're gonna put this parlay in together and then see how it does. If we hit, we'll get something back to you guys. Other than that, you know, you guys just allow us to make parlays for you guys and just to have fun through us. And then we lose money for you guys and we just have fun on the bullshit end. Nothing major. And we just, you know, have some fun on the light end, and you guys just get to watch and relax and see if, you know, parlays actually hit. If parlays don't hit, then, hey, guess what? You got to watch, say, oh, I would have took the same parlay, and then watch other people lose money. It's all fun, okay? Key words here, chat. This is fun. This is gambling. You're always going to lose. What else you like, Fred? All right, well, that'll be the one parlay that we do for you guys on stream. Fuck it. I'll just randomly talk about some NFL news real quick for y'all. Let's just talk about, you know, 2 quick things, and then we're going to wrap up the stream. Let's talk about the Bills safety, Damar Hamlin. Let's talk about, not even about what they're talking about now that you see on screen. Oh, well, you guys actually can't see it. Let's talk about, well, can they see it? No? They should be able to, right? Yeah, they can see the screen. Okay. So, Damar Hamlin, shout out to him, salute to him. Big ups for 1, being able to have a severe injury, and 2, being able to have the manhood just to try to step back on the field. It takes 2 kind of men to either decide to not play or to play, right? And it's just 2-sided men. It's one man that just decides, you know what, I'm cool on it. The other side of the man says, you know what, I don't want to let that stop me from playing because it's the only thing that I know. And then you'll have another type of man that just gets lost in those injuries, and then you find out 4 or 5 years later they're really struggling as an NFL athlete because they took a bad injury or just something didn't go their way in the NFL game. And it's really hard, man. There's not that many people that can play the NFL game. There's 1 billion people damn near on this planet, and there's not very many that can play. So kind of got to, you know, tip your hat when someone can come back from an injury like that and be able to ball out and just play. Whether they're performing well or not, they're still balling out. Like he's balling out right now. He should be on a practice squad at best, not even playing. So shout out to Damar Hamlin for being able to play in the NFL game, especially on primetime football too. He gets primetime snaps. And then the other thing that we're going to talk about, since we talked about quarterbacks a whole lot, let's just talk about Kirk Cousins going out for the Minnesota Vikings. Man, that's tough. Dobbs looked okay, but Dobbs is going to look okay on like majority offenses, in my opinion. I don't think he's a very good quarterback. He sucks. He's like majority scrambling quarterbacks. They all suck. They're just average at best when it comes to winning NFL games, but that's also just my opinion. Scrambling quarterbacks don't have much success in the playoffs either. So it makes it really hard, especially when the Minnesota Vikings want to be a playoff push team and they got a quarterback that's and an offensive scheme that's set up for the quarterback to step inside of the pocket and not move outside. So it makes it like a bad signing to me, but it was like the best, cheapest available quarterback to come play, and Arizona was willing to get rid of him damn near for nothing compared to other players that were probably a backup that they wanted more for. So I like the pickup. I don't like the player that they picked up to fill that spot. Changes the offense a lot, changes how the offensive linemen have to even block, and just general. They have to zone block. They have to block for push toward the inside and allow certain leverages on the inside to come through so that the quarterback can step to the outside of the pocket and be able to move with mobility. It just changes a whole lot with how that offensive scheme works. And that's just my opinion, because Minnesota is more allow the defensive ends to push the edges, allow the quarterback to step inside, make a read, or allow him to step up and, you know, take a sack for -1 or 2 yards, or maybe a possible gain of 1 to 2 yards. And then you just go to the next play. Changes the game, but Dobbs played wellish. We'll see how well that goes. But that's a big injury to the Vikings when Kirk Cousins really playing just a little bit better than what he usually plays, but he's usually a top 10-ish to 15-ish quarterback anyways. So he was kind of making himself that, 8, 9, 7 range. So he was kind of finally solidifying himself, and then he takes an Achilles injury. That's tough. And then, of course, Aaron Rodgers ain't in the league, but I'm still putting Aaron Rodgers above him in that caliber. Just they're both injury guys. Without the injuries, it doesn't matter. Still putting him above him with him or without him. But Kirk Cousins was still performing phenomenally for the Minnesota Vikings. Tough injury that, the Vikings had to take over there. But you guys made a pickup. Shout out to the pickup. I don't think it was a good pickup for the actual roster itself or how your offensive coordinator decides to move the football offensively. But probably cheapest guy available at the time, and that's probably why they done it. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe he's the best guy available. I don't know. Y'all let me know down in the comments. But I appreciate you guys for tapping into the podcast. Shout out to everybody that joined the podcast. Shout out to everybody that was a part of the podcast. And remember, subscribe if you want to, but you don't got to. Just keep watching. All right, I'm gone.